Press start to begin.
Hello and welcome to the Super Bonus Round. I accidentally skipped the intro. And back to our Call of Duty discussion. Okay, so as you were saying, like, I definitely understand where you're coming from. I didn't have a problem with the Call of Duty franchise as a whole when it started, but like, as many people can probably argue with this, the franchise is kind of like ran its course. Like,
well, absolutely, I agree with you 100%.
Because like there's just fatigue now with FPSs. Like for the past several E3s, I remember like discussing with other people. I'm like, dude, 85 to 90% of the new games they keep revealing are fucking shooters.
Oh yeah, because here's the problem, and as you all know, in the gaming industry, it has gone from let me just say this: the gaming industry has gone from we're making pieces of art, like, or works of art, I should say. Thank you for that. Works of art where like games like in the past that were iconic, that people remember for a very long time. Now it's give us your money and we'll just put out crap.
Yeah.
So basically the gaming companies are acting like loan sharks. Oh, you want a good game? Fuck you, pay me. Oh, you're tired of this game? Fuck you, pay me. Oh, you want added content? Fuck you, pay me. That's basically what it's come to. And if you know where I quoted that shtick from, please comment on it, because that's a very iconic movie.
The only time I feel like the "fuck you, pay me" sentiment is warranted is if someone is asking, like, say, me or another artist to draw something for free. That is the only time that's
what
sentiment.
I hate to see, because I've known you for a long time and I know how you love art, drawing and animating, and when I see people doing that, like, it really pisses me off, because it's like, you guys put your heart and soul into that, and that really just makes things. And I beat you! Holy shit! Holy shit!
Oh my god, I was so focused on that. It's really hard to have a discussion while also play a game, but you know what? Somehow you made it work. However, I'm still beating you overall.
Obviously. But anyway, before we move on here, that's what pisses me off, is because you guys put your heart and soul into that, and then there's people that will take those artworks, put their own watermark on it, or request you do stuff for free, and it's like, really? Like, come on, they gotta do work too. Like, that's their job. You gotta support them.
Yeah.
And it pisses me off, because that's basically like when someone asks me to work on their car, like, outside of work, and and I say, I tell them my labor rates, and it's like, oh, well, I can't really afford that. Well, okay, well, here's the thing, I'm not working on your car unless you pay me, because the fact is, I'm using my tools.
We all gotta eat sometime.
Wasting my time. Well, not wasting my time, but utilizing my. And of course, I fell in the fucking hole. Well, or actually, no, wait a minute, that's a tunnel.
Yeah. It has the Mario Kart 7 version.
I forgot.
Has water in it.
Oh wow. But so that, like, and you expect me to waste my time, like, and not pay me? So that's that. It's just stuff like that. So that's what kind of pisses me off, that people do that to you guys.
Yeah, but going back to the Call of Duty thing, like,
right?
It's a thing I've noticed specifically with Activision, Ubisoft too, with the Assassin's Creed thing. I don't necessarily have a problem with Call of Duty as a whole, because, like, as games, I'm sure they're fine, but the problem is I have a big thing against annual releases, with the exception of sports titles. Sports titles, the appeal is just to appeal to the people who want to play the sport.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to be fancy. They're just supposed to have, the features that everybody wants.
Right.
You're making what they want, that's fine. But Activision specifically pretends that they're innovating when they're just repackaging the same shit over and over. Yeah. And they've done this before. Like Call of Duty's not even the worst example. The worst example was Guitar Hero.
You had to bring that up, didn't you?
Guitar Hero,
had to bring that up.
I adore Guitar Hero, don't get me wrong. I had fun with those games. I had to sell them because, but the problem is they were literally the same game. It's just all that was changing was what songs they had on it.
Right.
They were charging you for basically, at the core level, the same game, just with different songs.
And here's the thing, there was songs that a lot of people requested. You know, what, like me, I requested a lot of Rammstein songs because I love Rammstein.
I think they had a Rammstein pack on 3. I don't remember.
Yeah, but it was it wasn't on 3. No, it was actually on.
I'm doing bad.
It was actually on 5. It was actually on 5.
Oh, I stopped at
shit.
4.
I mean, it was shit because I almost bought 5, and just for that reason. But when I saw what it was, I was like, "There's no fucking way." And I finished ahead of you.
Oh my god. But Smash Hits was the last one I ever bought because I never got to play the first 2.
The last one I ever bought was Guitar Hero Metallica because here's why. I love Metallica. Well, I don't. Well, that's kind of an understatement because I don't love Metallica anymore. Just because let me explain why I don't like.
We need to finish our subjects before we move on.
Yeah, I know we're kind of going off in tangent.
And we have 3 courses left, so we don't have a lot of time either. So,
but let me just make a quick summary version of why I don't like Metallica. See, back in 2000, the early 2000s, 2002, 2003. You know, there was the whole Napster issue.
You're gonna make me cry.
Napster was, the free download site for music before BitTorrenting. Yar har har fiddle de dee.
Oh boy.
And LimeWire.
You made a Lazy Town joke.
And LimeWire. So, the fact was, Metallica got super pissed off because the fact that people were downloading their music for free, and I get it. It's kind of a catch-22 because the artist discussion. They have to make money and they have to live too, but they have been around for so long, and it's not like it's a bad thing. People still do it, and yeah, I still pay for music. Just because the fact of all that whole fiasco with SOPA back in 2011, I'm sure you remember that.
Yeah.
But that's why I
with this new administration.
Yeah, and the fact is, I did not take a chance at that point. So, needless to say, the fact was when they didn't win. I think they won the Napster lawsuit. I think
they lost it actually.
So guess what? They got pissed off, and then they figured, all right, you want to download our music for free, then we'll make music that you can download for free. Hence, why Saint Anger was such a shitty album.
Is that why?
Yes, that is why. Because you can tell by the sound quality. I have some good music equipment and stuff, stereo wise. And the fact of the matter was, I listened to the album, and it sounded so bad. It sounded like they were just doing it, without any recording enhancements, nothing like their other albums. So the fact was, it was just bad. It was really bad. And it was really bad. And needless to say, that's where I lost my respect. And I was like, you know what, you guys want to be that way, then yeah, sorry. And granted, they probably don't care that I don't like them anymore. Granted, I like their old stuff before they decided to be little bitches like that. Granted, I do respect the fact that, you guys are artists and you guys have to make money. And I'm all for that. But the fact is, not everybody can afford, because, real shit. You go to Best Buy, and the fact that music stores are no longer around, record stores. The fact is, it's $13, $15 for a CD with 10 or 11 tracks. Are you crazy? You can go online to Amazon and freaking
get them for 10.
No, basically get them for 10, or wait till they go on sale for $5. So that's just my whole tidbit on the thing. But that's why I kind of don't like them as much.
I still like them.
Granted, I mean,
their new album's pretty good.
Their new album's okay. I gave a few listens. Moth to Flame was my favorite out of that. But
yeah, that was a good one.
But anyway, we're kind of going off on tangent here.
Yeah, I never finished my point about Call of Duty.
All right, go ahead. Finish that, please.
My problem is mostly with annual releases as a practice. And not Call of Duty. Activision as a whole, they've made that their brand.
It's like their agenda.
Yeah, it's
basically.
Annual releases don't give a fuck about making the game, innovating as best as possible.
Right.
And I'm glad I'm starting to see it backfire because the outright hatred of Infinite Warfare is showing that. Like, there's this amazing video that somebody made about the response to the trailer for Infinity. Like, I think I just sent it to you. It was the one where they edited like the last scene for Pirates 3. Where like Activision was the ship at the end where they sunk it. I was crying laughing. That was because not only was it on point, but the editing was so masterfully funny.
Or the iconic scene from Indiana Jones where Indiana Jones is about to take on that guy with the sword, and then he pulls out the gun and then shoots him. That was basically, it was Activision logo pasted on the face of the guy with the sword, wielding the sword, and on Indiana Jones' face it was Battlefield, and it basically shot him and then fell to the ground. So, and that's the thing, like, I loved the response at last year's E3 when Battlefield, because Battlefield 1, now there is a game setting for you, World War I, which is rarely ever talked about, ever. It's rarely talked about, rarely. So the fact that, and granted, I'm not a fan of EA just because they're kind of assholes, but like the fact that they were
there goes our brand deal.
Hey,
I'm kidding. I don't like it either.
But the fact is,
they ruined Battlefront.
Yeah, they did. Oh my god, that was a major disappointment. That was a major disappointment.
I say this as Battlefront is on my shelf.
But like, and the fact is, like, Battlefield 1 is such a great game. It really is. Hey, look, I finished in time.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot more people like talking about and buying Battlefield 1.
And again, because of the issue that I told you about, I couldn't buy Battlefield 1 right away, so that's kind of like, okay, but
But yeah, that was my problem today is just annual releases as a we're getting to the end. Annual releases as a practice. It is a proven failed market scheme. Because Guitar Hero went that. The reason I brought up Guitar Hero is because they went beyond annual releases. They released like 2 or 3 Guitar Hero games a year.
Yeah.
And they all sold like ass.
Yeah.
Ass.
And the only
Smash Hits was awesome. But they sold it the same year as Metallica and I forget what else. And then
Rock Band. It was Rock Band.
Well, Rock Band isn't Activision. That's Harmonix and.
But that was the competitor to that, and that's why they were trying.
Yeah, and they were innovating more than Guitar Hero was. It took like World Tour until they added the band feature.
Yeah, and the fact is that just goes to show you how, these.
I don't know how well Rock Band 5 is doing, but the Guitar Hero live game, that game sold like even worse than Smash Hits.
See, and here's where Activision failed upon, which one other company actually capitalized on, Rocksmith. Rocksmith actually incorporated an actual guitar and taught you how to play said guitar.
And I'm honest to God interested in playing it, so I can because
I've heard really good things about it. Because I have a guitar, so I just haven't had the time. But like.
Well, they re-released it for PS4.
Yeah, and the fact is, like, it's supposedly it's really informative because it actually helps people learn guitar. Granted, I kind of feel bad for like guitar instructors and everything else because like
my girlfriend's dad's one. I don't know if he still does lessons anymore.
But and again, but at the same time, it's like not always everybody can afford like a game system to actually do that in an actual guitar.
Yeah.
So there is a sliver of hope for that.
Yeah.
But it's just I don't know. I just kind of think that's where they failed upon that where they could have capitalized.
Shit.
Yeah, I am doing absolute ass on this.
You're doing it as well as Guitar Hero Live has been selling.
Basically. And that's the other thing.
Like, you're not doing the worst, but you're not doing good at all.
Yeah, and that's the other thing that pisses me off.
So let me finish my point. Like, Guitar Hero ended up dying. The Tony Hawk games ended up dying. Call of Duty's next, whether you like Call of Duty or not. The annual release thing is going to catch up with them. Guess what? You know what other franchise had annual release catch up with them? Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
There was not a new Assassin's Creed last year, and don't tell me it was because they were promoting the Assassin's Creed movie, which, by the way,
His ass.
his ass. Like, I'll be honest with you, I had no faith. The moment they said, "Oh, only 1/3 of the movie takes place in the past," I said, "That's it. You've already screwed up."
Yeah, they.
The Abstergo parts are, and the present day parts are not even remotely the most interesting parts of Assassin's Creed games. It's when you're exploring real history through the eyes of somebody from the present.
Right.
That's what I enjoyed about the Assassin's Creed games. The Ezio trilogy, which everybody loves, was my favorite.
Absolutely.
And as not good as it was, Assassin's Creed 3 was great because like I
loved Assassin's. Here's the reason why. Let me say this.
I grew up being in love with the American Revolution.
Same, and that's what made me get the Assassin's Creed 3 edition.
I was like,
PS3.
fuck yes, a game where I can kick ass with George Washington.
Yeah,
because
that was just
that actually ties back to the Call of Duty thing. Like, I've always wanted like a game where like we have World War II shooters, we have World War I shooters, and we have a Revolutionary War game.
Yeah.
Well, granted, muskets would not be very conducive to a first-person shooter because muskets are fucking terrible by today's standards. But something, and we got something.
Yeah.
We got to see George Washington. We got to kill Benedict Arnold.
Yeah.
That was like that was a DLC mission. I'm like, what? That should have been main game.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
And just the way that it all came about. Oh boy, here we go.
It's the winner take all, and I hope to take it all. I think you don't have a chance.
Nope. And honestly, I'm not.
But at least we had fun.
Yeah, exactly.
I regret saying what I just did. I regret everything.
You regret life.
Hello, darkness, my only friend.
I come to talk with you again.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, that was a great song. That's another thing that's kind of cool is songs that get remakes. That get songs.
Yeah,
that
did you hear the Disturbed one on their recent
Oh
album?
my god, that is like. I remember listening to Simon and Garfunkel's original version, and it sounded light, except for the beginning part, because the beginning part looks like something that a psychopath would be singing. I actually made this joke. When there was a picture of Hillary Clinton at the inauguration, where it looked like she was thinking psychopathic thoughts, and all I could think was, "Hello, darkness, my old friend. I came to talk to you again." And that's what I thought. And actually, they made that joke after the Batman vs Superman movie. You know the Batman vs Superman movie?
Yeah, the worst fucking movie I've seen in years.
Where it was what's his name that played Superman and Ben Affleck.
Henry Cavill.
Yeah, Henry Cavill. And they go to a part where Ben Affleck goes silent for a moment, and then they play Simon and Garfunkel.
Oh, the sad Ben meme.
Yeah, the sad Ben meme, and that was.
They were asking him about how ill-received the movie is, and it deserves it deserves ill reception. That movie is junk.
Yeah, and that's why that was just so funny. So, but when I heard Disturbed's version, I was like, because sometimes you gotta listen to a sad song to turn your day around. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Just depends on the type of day. But
and the type of song.
Yeah, but that song, it's just that's a song that I can sing, and it's just so well done. I mean, it's really, really well done. And there's a lot of songs out there that were done by other bands, and they just sound so great from the original. Granted, the originals still sound great, but I guess you could say the tributes are great. So it's just stuff like that. But anyway, back to the whole Activision thing. Yeah, that's kind of. Wow, I am doing so fucking horrible right now. That's just been the biggest problem, and honestly, that's why the gaming industry is going downhill. It's just because the fact that
that's why indie gaming is getting stronger, because people are sick of the same shit over and over again.
Yeah,
and the indie developers are the new innovators.
And here's the thing: you can only polish a turd so far before it actually breaks. Remember that.
Yeah. I mean, look at games like why Five Nights at Freddy's, Minecraft, and Undertale are doing so well.
Yeah.
Because they're unique. They're unique, and they pay tribute to Undertale specifically is like a big Earthbound love letter.
Yeah, basically.
Five Nights was the accomplishment of one guy. Regardless of what you think of the fandom and the game, that's one dude. And guess what?
Yeah.
One guy made that game, and now he's probably a millionaire because they sell his stuff at Walmart. Granted, I question why they sell like the T-shirts and stuff to kids. I'm losing my voice.
Yeah, same. I'm losing my voice a little too, but
Granted, I question why they sell the shirts and everything to kids, but
I guess because
that guy before that game that hit it big, he was working at a Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
Now, well, I mean, he might still be working at a job because, like, I don't know how well a franchise can uphold you, but he's probably way better off now.
Well, you know, when you see it actually at Hot Topic and other stuff, you think it's kind of going well. Granted, you know, with
Well, Hot Topic ruins everything.
Yeah,
and there goes that brand deal too.
Yeah. It's okay. We're not emo enough. Remember,
Did
kids.
you see that one video of this one kid? He was talking about how like he was like a demon or something, like a dragon or something. He was oh my god! I couldn't tell if I wanted to cringe or cry laughing.
Did you see the episode of South Park where it was the goth kids versus the twinkling vampire kids?
Yes.
Where they go in the Hot Topic and they burn it to the ground,
yeah.
And they hear the song "Burn Down Hot Topic." I died seeing that. Like, and here's the thing, like, you know, it was pretty funny, like, you know, because like you just see the goth kids and like you see the vampire kids, and then the goth kids get pissed off and they're like, Jesus Christ, you know, it's just that was such a great episode. But like, you know, it's like, you know. And here's the thing, like, I've always been a fan of Hot Topic just because,
they sell cool shit occasionally.
Occasionally, and the fact is, like,
they have good stuff in there. They have good Steven Universe stuff. They have good stuff for bands. They have good Zelda stuff.
It's just when the emo kids just fucking ruin it. Like, you know, like...
It is funny, though, that when you see a whole family in there, it's very easy to identify who brought them in.
Well, we went through the Cup Tour.
I made second.
And I made the top 5. So not too bad for 11 years absence from Mario Kart Double Dash. So
technically I won.
Technically you get nothing! Nothing!
I lose. Good day, sir.
Yes! Credit to...
the late great Gene Wilder.
Yes.
Alright, so...
That's for another episode.
Despite our poor... Well, I did alright for the most part. Despite our collective poor performance, I had fun.
I did too. I really did.
This is still my favorite Mario Kart.
Same.
Goddamn Peach and Daisy! Well, I guess they got the revenge for when me and John schooled them earlier. But anyway, guys, thank you guys again so much for watching another episode of Mario Kart Double Dash. If you like this, like, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed our kind of disjointed rants. And
it's not bad for a first time though.
No. And we will see you guys next time.
Get out of here.
All right. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.
Go. Bye.